At the dawn of the 20th century, an American cookie company introduced a snack that would become a worldwide obsession. It was simple yet genius. Two crisp, dark chocolate wafers, sandwiching a soft, sweet vanilla cream. That cookie was the Oreo, and more than 100 years later, it remains one of the most iconic treats on the planet. Today, it's more than just a cookie, it's a cultural icon. Kids dunk it, adults crave it, and foodies dissect every bite. But have you ever paused to wonder, what exactly is inside an Oreo? What goes into making the perfect combination of crunchy cookie and smooth filling? In this video, we're going deep inside the Oreo factory to uncover the secrets behind the world's favorite cookie. We'll show you the ingredients, the techniques, and even a few hidden tricks the company doesn't advertise. It all began in 1912, when the National Biscuit Company, what we now know as Nabisco, part of the Mondelez International family, created this iconic treat. Its original form was striking two dark chocolate cookies, stamped with an intricate floral wreath, and the name Oreo, proudly centered. The filling was simple, a sweet vanilla cream. That classic combo took off like wildfire, and even today, while dozens of new flavors exist, nothing beats the original. But before these legendary cookies ever reach a package, the ingredients have to be chosen and handled with incredible care. The backbone of the Oreo is a blend of all-purpose flour, sugar, cocoa powder, vegetable oil, salt, and baking soda. Most of the flour comes from American wheat farms and is sifted multiple times to ensure it's smooth, lump-free, and ready to give that signature crunch without becoming dense. Overmixing the dough can activate gluten, which ruins the texture. That's why every batch is mixed just enough. Using high-protein flour, that's out of the question. It would make the cookie too chewy, not crisp. Next is the sugar. Oreo uses fine white granulated sugar, also harvested from local U.S. farms. Why? Because large sugar crystals won't dissolve properly and could crack the cookie's surface. If powdered sugar is used, it's carefully sifted, just like the flour, to maintain the cookie's smooth texture. But here's something you might not expect. Oreos aren't actually super sweet. Only about 15% of the dry ingredients are sugar. That subtle sweetness is by design. It balances perfectly with the rich filling. Speaking of richness, let's talk cocoa. The deep dark color and unmistakable flavor of the Oreo comes from alkalized cocoa powder. The cacao beans, sourced from Ghana, Côte d'Ivoire, and Indonesia, are roasted, ground, and treated with an alkalizing agent. This process neutralizes acidity, giving the cookie its smooth, mellow taste and almost black color. If they used natural cocoa instead, the result would be a lighter, tangier cookie, not what Oreo lovers expect. Once the ingredients are ready, the real magic begins. Huge industrial mixers are filled with sugar, cocoa powder, salt, and Nabisco's secret blend of ingredients. Then, a stream of canola oil is added to bind everything together. The ratios, meticulously calculated: 40% flour, 25% cocoa, 15% sugar, 15% fat, and the rest are the secret extras. The mixture transforms into a sticky, chocolatey dough. But here's a surprise twist: water and dry ice are added next. As the dry ice evaporates, it rapidly cools the dough, creating a thick, chilled consistency. This step is crucial. Cooling the dough early makes it easier to roll and shape without cracking. It also ensures the final cookies bake up evenly, and with that crisp, clean finish. After chilling, for about 30 minutes, the dough is ready to be shaped into those perfect circles we all recognize. Finally, a leavening agent is added, giving the dough that signature rise and texture Oreo fans can't get enough of. This marks the beginning of a process that transforms basic ingredients into one of the world's most iconic cookies. Once the dough is ready, it moves into the shaping and stamping stage. Large rollers flatten the dough into sheets, while powerful machines punch out those familiar circular shapes. But there's more than just cutting happening here. Each cookie is embossed with the iconic Oreo logo and wreath design, a small yet powerful branding detail that boosts the cookie's appeal by nearly 90%. The machines don't just make cookies, they churn out up to 6,000 perfect Oreos every hour, stamping each one with precision. Once out of the oven, the cookies are immediately blasted with cool air from industrial fans. This rapid cooling locks in the crunch and stabilizes the cookie structure. They then roll onto the next belt, where eagle-eyed workers carefully inspect each one. Any cracked, misshapen, or overbaked cookies are quickly removed, leaving only flawless Oreos to continue. While cookies are cooling, something else is happening behind the scenes: the creation of that legendary vanilla cream filling. Inside a temperature-controlled mixing area, powdered sugar, vegetable fat, corn syrup, vanilla flavoring, and a touch of emulsifier are combined in massive tanks. The powdered sugar and fat are whipped together first, creating a smooth, fluffy base. Corn syrup is added gradually to provide stretchiness, and the vanilla gives it that unmistakable aroma. Everything is kept between 68 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit to ensure the perfect consistency. With the cream now smooth and ready, it gets loaded into precision pumps. Tiny nozzles pipe out a perfectly measured dollop of filling onto half of the waiting cookies. Each swirl is delivered at exactly the right height, size, and position. The other cookie halves drop gently on top, pressing down just enough to spread the filling without ruining the clean edges. The result, that unmistakable Oreo sandwich we all crave. Each line can produce a staggering 3,000 finished Oreos per minute. Next, the cookies head into a rapid cooling tunnel. This helps the cream set firmly, locking everything in place and making them easier to handle. Throughout this entire process, quality control is tight. Any batch of cream or cookies that doesn't meet Oreo's exacting standards is instantly removed from the line. Finally, it's time for packaging. Robotic arms group the cookies into neat stacks of 11, placing them into plastic trays with impressive speed and care. These trays then head to the sealing station, where the Oreos are wrapped tightly and packed into boxes, ready to be shipped worldwide. From factory to supermarket shelf, every step of the journey is designed to ensure that you get the same satisfying crunch and creamy center with every bite. Once those Oreos reach your home, keeping them sealed is the real challenge. Let's be honest, how long can you resist tearing open that package? What's your all-time favorite Oreo flavor? Drop it in the comments, we'd love to know. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look, hit that like button, share it with other cookie fans, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss more mouth-watering stories from your favorite snacks.